Maneva na sema Pen Dream TV. Pen Dream TV de osia dem yopo.
Oh, sir, like seriously? Abusia? And that's just here now hanyina Teshie Nungua ne mpotam nsuo ashotia. Omunya nsuo mfa ndware mfa nye omade nyina no saa na ne fareba efi NPP fo. Abusia? Unim se NPP fo yi na 2018. Omobaye after just 1 year mu pepepe na planta mahama mu ehwe ye siye se omode Teshie Nungua ne mpatamfo nsuo na omatumi de aso omo problem ano no nkrofo ba omo se sa contract no omatwam because omunhu eso yi na akofa nsem bebraba abusia Afenyo Markins play role bi ewom ebekọ na yakohwe eno so Kevin Taylor adawruma wa biebi nsem num wa expose one ma was so expose omo ene bone a ehye omutirimti a omutu sa na mona ama ene akọwie nse Teshie Nungua ne mpatom nyina ensuo hu akọ atwe de ama omo eham obusia Pen Dream TV so message say we subscribe to the channel, like the video and share to other platforms. FMIN. What do you be a photo comment section? No, I say FMIN. Pen Dream.
Issues in Accra today. Water issues. And this is something that we want to state the facts tonight. Water issues.
Oforiatta is not a fugitive from justice. It's not about Oforiatta, viewers. It's not about Oforiatta. It's about Ghana, the government of Ghana, the people of Ghana, the Black Stars, anybody who is connected to Ghana. The Black Stars being a football brand that also represents Ghana. It's about the flag. It's about this. It's not about Ken Oforiatta. A man has been Minister of Finance for your country, and then the next thing they hear is a fugitive from justice. It tells on your country. Have you ever heard America saying that the former Federal Reserve guy is corrupt and that he's stolen money and that he's dug a cathedral hole? Whether a cathedral hole has been dug or not, it is our hole. It is our cathedral. Is our gain or is our loss? It is necessary that our public officials begin. That's why I like my producer playing the tape of Stephen Amwa. Just those of you who are watching on social media, Stephen Amwa talking about it. It is very important that we understand that when we...
A foolish man. Today, they want to be patriotic. Paul. Now, let's talk about the water crisis in the Greater Accra region. And we just saw the Director of Public Relations, Ghana Water Company, putting out an apology statement. We apologize to the people of Teshie, Nungua, and affected areas for the inconvenience caused by the shutdown of the desalination plant. Now, it goes on to say, we are doing everything possible to restore the situation to normal. The Ghana Water Company, a chelkesiye, and Ediama Ghana for more Teshie and Nungua areas. Insuo ehu akwachi na omo chawpa nyina say adia ye friend no the desalination plant plant ben. What does it represent? Omo say insuo ehu akwachi no desalination plant ewo Teshie Nungua NDC aban ya na nke wo se ebo epunsuo edeba na ebeti nsuo ni medebeda ni insuo a ye betumi aye ebibi ewofie. Sa plant na NDC no NPP abai no sa plant no omugu no. And the problem ama Teshie for enya nsuo entumi nya nsuo cholera anase yare eba besi no ni nyina ne say plant na Jomahama abai NDC abai Atamos abai si den si Teshie Nungua na etumi bo epunsuo ediba plant nim na yede chemicals efra edane epunsuo a yanchini nsuo ebedane nsupama yede tumi ye adwuma ofie edidware ede ye ose ye no sa plant no NPP ba power 2017 enom ye den omugu no. Now mame nko back na me chirechiro mu enti sende say yenya water problem e wo Teshie. Do not blame the government, and I keep saying it is the responsibility of the government to find solutions to the problem. Some of the problem they need to do what? They need to solve it. Because you will say NPP for Jimmy and nothing to Obama NDC. We know they are stupid as a political party NPP. No, they cannot reason and make things right. It is part of the reason here. Hundreds and thousands and millions of Ghanaians said they should leave because you will say omunim yansa. Inti, I am never going to cut a slack for this government. I am never going to sit here and say, Mamon blemo abino. It is a responsibility of the government of the day that is taking taxes from the taxpayer. Obia oti Teshie biano etua tax ma aban we. Obi oti Teshie biano expect to say problem aban we beto and aban we solve it. So it is upon this government to solve the problem. But we telling the government to solve the problem, we also need to know where the problem started from and also appreciate what the government is trying to do. Because me a committee say me busu ni Teshie menka say NDC for the power nti say insuring kwaso a menka takata so na menka say we dey problem ni ho. There's a problem. The people want water. The government need to help the people. The government need to think. The government solved the people's problem in 2015 or create or build a dam or build a plant for them to help them turn salty water into water that we can use at home to bath, to do whatever. But NPP buy and what happened? Now, I just want the NDC government to understand. The people of Teshie and Nungua, they know say they made the best decision by voting the NDC into power. They know say the John Mahama administration is an administration. It does not complain. It solves problems. It is upon this government to prove to Teshie Nungua for say it is not that kind of government that comes into power and see problems and ignore. So I am respectfully telling the president that water is important and that immediate steps are supposed to be taken to solve or rescue the people from this danger. Because say I'm a priority in Kwafone Cyber Yare. Now omo yare it will be upon the government to make sure say yetumi answer atomo. So if we don't want to get to that point where the citizenry ebe yare because we cannot provide them with water, then we as a government, and this as a government, you have failed the Teshie people. Even though Teshie for him say at a point, they still need your help. So there's no excuse for the government. The government cannot tell us to say we came to inherit a problem and to let the problem be there. No, it is the responsibility of this government to solve the problem for Teshie people. And they knew say NPP for Jimmy. They knew say and Ekufuado, Bawomia, Kennedy Japan, Cobre Japan, Ayedi and Brandy Champo, Kentromi and Kwasia for NPP for Jimmy. They only care about tribe. They don't care about the holistic building of a nation. Now let's step back a little bit. I'm in show idea. In 2011, this is what happened. In 2011, the government of Ghana awarded a contract to Befasa, Desalination Development Ghana, for the establishment of the seawater treatment plant to produce clean water, which will be channeled into the pipeline of Ghana Water Company Limited. So 2011, na end is in our power. And I'm contracting a company called Befasa. Say, build a plant to be a betumi atwe eyedien epunsuo no na abegu sa plant nim na adane ani na abeye insuo ebetumi dia ye adwuma ewo fie ni ade na omomfanfa eyedien Ghana Water Company pipes nim na Teshie Nunguafo no omonye den omunya insuo nom. So 2011 and NDC aban edwene sa ade we hu. Now when you move forward and you read the history behind this, history say Befesa Limited, an engineering firm, was contracted by the government to build the desalination plant, operate to defray its cost, and hand over to the Ghana Water Company Limited after 25 years. In this contract na abino any Befasa for sign na a contract say build, operate, and transfer. Into a canning yinano na eshem abanka se omunsi omusia omufanye juma omdiye juma emfaso na ebeba so no omuntibi na omfa bi ma aban ekopem se omobeti omuka for 25 years. So it is a technology in 2011. It wasn't an easy technology. Say obedane enchini nsuo na abedane nsuo ebetumi ediaye bibi ewo fie. So the government was like, why? You people, can you build it? Say yes. Now, we don't have money to give you now, but when you build it, you operate it, and you transfer it after 25 years. And the money you make out, a kana build this plant, so the government basically struck a very simple deal. And at the end of the day, water is life. Until the government was thinking about Teshie Nunguafo for them to get water. Even for 30 years, the government didn't care. All that the government wanted was for the people of Teshie and Nungua to get water, clean water to drink, clean water to do what they have to do. Until now, the Teshie people started seeing a government that thinks about them. Omu will say, a buying way NDC are buying in 2011. They want them to also live as humans. Now, the project was executed by Afenyo, a Spanish company, and Sojitz Corporation, Japan's largest importer of rare earth metals. Into two companies actually executed this project. Company back free Spain, back free Japan. I'm buy technology boom and I'm build it in this project. The two hold a 94 equity in the project. The plant was designed, constructed, and being operated by Befasa Desalination Development Ghana, a joint venture of Afenyo Water Investment Ghana, Day Water Investment, and their local partners, Hydrocol. Now, a consolidation of all the cost of the plants culminated in Ghana Water Company Limited buying the water from the plants at about 6.5 pesos per cubic meter. Now, and selling at the regulated Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's rate at about 1.5 per cubic meter. What happened? And they say, company no AC plant in we no, omu sika and a BBR into no more about 94% shares room. Now, what was happening? And they say, na Ghana Water Company eto omo treating so ni nyina because omo connect omo pipes no to Ghana Water Company pipes no. What was happening was omo because build, operate, and transfer no, they were selling the water to Ghana Company Limited. Ghana Company Limited so eto in Ghana Water Company eto nsona. They cannot sell the water to us the amount they bought from the people. The reason was that the people had to make some decent money so that they could offset a Ghana Omodisi plant. No, into Ghana Water Company, etono around a year 6.5 cubic 6.5 cubic meter. No more between Ghana for 1.5. All because technically they were subsidy. Technically, Sasikano, they were making that company take a chunk of it because one. Equipment, sika, BBR, and a bay yes, no. Now, for the next 25 years, no, the plant becomes ours. Into Ghana Water Company, they were subsidizing. Because at the end of the day, water is life. We need the water. So be a creative water nama and technology now. And say but so now say even 25 years, they are going to make a little money of it, and we are going to see our people enjoy good water and not to be sicker. What is the big deal here? So John Mahama NDC are buying Atamel Small Egitum say this is very good because hardly do you see people convert seawater into water that you can use at home. So that is what happened. Now let's see what happened. Into this was going on. Not Teshie for Enyansu, not Teshie for Ayadeng. Teshie for every day, they were not complaining about water. Teshie people were okay. Now, let's move forward. In 2018, Ekufuado NPP by power. Ekufuado NPP by power. NPP by power, what happened? Teshie Desalination plant shut down for contract renegotiation. NPP by them say, hey, contract no de yantiasie. Yenya sika ndi wo ho inti ye ba ye contract ni biem. Remember the time sa company we be see sa plant we NDC for more sa contract no na Teshie for nyansuo nom, and we agreed to say for 25 years sika omudi shemu no omuton nsuo no ama Ghana Water no, they have to get their profit from it, and after they get their profit they will do what? Work, and the facility will become ours. NPP by power, and say the Teshie Desalination plant has been shut down. 2018. NPP by power, and dumuno, and say contracting and tiasie. The Teshie sa Nungua plant no, sa plant don't go see Nungua no. NPP by power just 1 year, and dumu plant no. Say contract no montiasie obi diska into Nungua for they don't care about the people of Nungua. Nane Kufuado Bawumia, they said they didn't care about the people of Nungua. So mubenya nsuo no mo, omunya nsuo no mo. All that they care about is omonte contract na se. Enti sa akorabia ope nsuo maame bia wakowo ye didn't free hospital aba ohia nsuo de ahwe no ho no. They did not care. They just shut it down. Adanya, they don't care. because almost a contract and almost tiasie. Now, when you read the story, the Teshie Desalination plant has been shut down to allow for renegotiation of the contract, which is said to be costing government $6 million monthly. At the end of the day, if the government of Ghana had money to build that facility, we would have built it. But that facility was a very vital and important facility to be built. We did not have the technology. So it is not about us losing money, because the $6 million that we were losing in a month, we were going to lose lives, and we were going to spend over $6 million on health insurance if people were not getting water. So what is the big deal here? NPP someone tells here they should shut the plant down. In Kufuor ne NPP ba power ba Umia Ekotina cabinet and also shut it down. People of Nungua and Teshie, they should go somewhere and go find water. That is the beginning of the crisis. So they just don't like the gas. The NPP just hates the gas. They don't just respect them. Now just a plant way, nanke si bantama, anka NPP beko Kumasi akwa say, yente contract na say, into shut it down and Kumasi for more bantama munyansuodum. Ojes and come, they will never do it because they respect Omo Kumasi ne chen cry for. The NPP led by Kufuor Bawumia and these clowns, they respect is Asante Forchain, Obia or Ghana. Into Sankasa plant way, is Kumasia, anka they will never touch it because Omaka say 2 for. I don't know what 2 for, but Gamanche Dobumbuno. Gamanche and Conform Yanquasia for into NPP for 2018 and almost shut the plant down. They did not even say the plant should keep running for them to renegotiate too. They said shut it down because Sebio NPP who crying for so much Jimmy. So 2018 they shut the plant down. Enti Nungua for the Teshie for omoko pensio way. Ekufuor they not care. Bawumia did not care because they were enjoying good water. Nungua for Anopa area were struggling. Now, SASMC and the PURC for a Public Utilities Regulatory Commission in 2018 September they also released a statement. PURC for the share insure utilities so almost at the end they were surprised, they were shocked. Say adia ebwa Nungua for Teshie for enya insure ya bofri epum near to me dane no ema nipa to me using no. How can a government come and say I've shut it down? Not to even say let it keep running, let me renegotiate. They shut it down to renegotiate. So PURC was like, what is going on? Why are you people not even respecting the livelihood of the people? A government that is in power, just 2 years, you shut down a whole water system. So 2018, the PURC released a statement, documenting in here. And what's the statement? What does it say? Date so 13th of September 2018. Public PURC issues order against Ghana Water Company Limited for breach of Section 11 of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission Act 1997, Act 538. Into the government, because you know the Ghana Water Company is the government. So it is the government through the water company, Ghana Water Company, and I'm shut the plant down. Into PURC for catch say Omo Bumraso. There is an act, Abine Buso. So PURC came out with a statement, and this is the statement. We are giving you all the facts. Send beya. Obiabeti the and I say, in the underwater crisis now, we should understand where it's coming from. And I'm never going to cut a slack for this government. They need to still find a solution to this problem. But me what ya say, so who say NPP for TV, so Facebook, TikTok, Jimia, no guys, even though we are in crisis, no, give the people who are in charge the chance to think and create a room and have a solution to our problem. So when you read the PURC statement, almost say the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has served an order on the Ghana Water Company, that's the GWCL, for breach of Section 11 of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission Act 1997, Act 538. The order leads to 10.8% tariff reduction on the prevailing rate for all customers of Ghana Water Company Limited. Now, when you read the rest, the company has recently been notified by the Commission for its non-compliance with staff decision and regulatory directives in relation to Teshie Desalination Plant operated by Befasa Desalination Development Ghana Limited. Point 1. In 2011, Ghana Water Company Limited entered into a 25-year build, own, operate, transfer water purchase investment with Befesa Desalination Development Ghana Limited. By the WPA GWCL agreed to buy all water produced from the 60,000 metric meter areas. The desalination plant commenced production in February 2015. Since the major tariff review of December 2015, water tariffs approved by the Public Utility Regulatory Commission have included the contracted costs of the plant. Inti de no mo kanyana say yani PURC for de enim ne say sa sika na eye mo Ghana Water Company moto eye insuo no at that rate no, it is because ejuma na omo ye no BOT no, build, operate and transfer no, e kan nyina hyem enti na moto insuo at this amount every omo ho. Sa moto free omo ha, you are government, so you have to drop the price for the people. That is what we pay. That is the pain we have to go through. Because anke o technology na anke to me create the insuo no den ema Teshie Nungua for. But PURC for kachre NPP abai in 2018 say sad decision na Ghana Water Company mo taking it is against the law. You are not supposed to do that because in the whole contract frame, no, sika bi omu jibia no, omu cost nyina wom, ena ma omu sika ni kodru sa amount no. Say ubetume tua omu kana ma omu dia, they are not going to charge that amount. They are charging you per cubic meter. If you cannot also pay them outrightly, all that you have to do is to do what? Buy it at this price because they are going to take their cost from it. Now, ukuwenima, between January and July 2018, the Commission undertook a number of measures aimed at giving Ghana Water Company Limited a hearing and clarifying the tariff application associated with Ghana Water Company Limited's operational decision in respect of the desalination plant. Now, the Commission subsequently issued an enforcement notification which the company failed to comply with. In the PURC for Emma Ghana Water Company, so much opportunity say, come to the table, explain to us why you have taken this decision by shutting down the plant. Adentina modumun kan fo nsuo no. Adentina Teshie Nungua fo no modumo mu nsuo because emra wo ha also mudiso, but the Ghana Water Company Limited refused. Biya mechira wade bi. 2018, the Ghana Water Company Limited, under the leadership of Ekufuado Bawumia and Nkwasiafo Makano, they did not give a hoot. They told PURC some form of they don't care. All this time, I hear Kasa na Teshie Nungua for Ninsio. Nana Dankwa, did he care? No. Mahamudu Bawumia Nefano, no. Rebecca didn't care. Samiri did not care. Kennedy did not care. Barney Champo did not care. Because Omonya Santefo. Because Sa plant in NC Bantama, NC Benshia, into NPP for whom can phone some young Kwasiafo. They did not care about the Gamanche. Now, I am telling you, Senya Yaba Bedru Hande, the NPP is a party of raccoons. They don't have to discuss Ghana's problem again. Now, when you go down, in July 2018, the Commission published new water tariffs effective July 15, 2018, which maintain costs related to the desalination plant in the weighted average water production tariff. Now, the Commission's decision to maintain costs relating to the plant in the tariff was informed by Ghana Water Company Limited's own decision to operate the desalination plant, which the company communicated to the Commission in their letter dated 16th May 2018. Inti Ghana Water Company Limited, they agreed with the company, and it was on paper. They had agreed, but because of power, because they could do anything and go away with it. So that time, na Okoboy Kwasiampenyi okuta Rebecca Kufuado bag. He didn't care. Okoboy Kwasiampenyi no na odi kutekute Kufuado bag. Okuta Rebecca Kufuado bag. En crime for na omo party nim Henry Kote any omo maka eye Lord Come en crime for man Kwasiafo ni bi. They did not care. They just sat down and allowed the guns, the accounts to ride the guns. They did not respect them because anka sa plant we si bantama anka si menhia anka Kwasiampenyi bi any NPP mo beka say let us go and shut it down because you too for na no mo dia. By en for there, with all due respect, MPP for whom so much Jimmy. So they shut it down. Now omo and almost started some yari, omo bread to get water. Life became so difficult for the people of Teshie and Nungua. Now do you understand? Mama show one shocking thing. Mama show Adibi. Problem now, in so problem, you see this? In 2019, a whole year, not Teshie Nungua for the issue. 2019, Ghana Water Company Limited shut down Teshie Desalination plant again. You know, do you know who was the board of Ghana Water Company then? Do you know who was the board chairman? Who was the person taking the decisions? Uninipa no board chair of Ghana Water Company. He was the one giving the instructions that they should shut down the plant because they believe they want to make more money. Do you know who was the chairman? Do you know the chairman? Uninipa no chairman of Ghana Water Company 2018, 2019. Do you know the person? Let me show you. The person who was the chairman and who gave the instruction from the board, you know, na Afenyo Markins. Afenyo Markins, the board chair of Ghana Water Company. Now let me read this to you. Let me confirm, and I quote, that indeed there is a shutdown of the desalination plant. There is a comprehensive report that the communication directorate of the company will give out to the media. There will be full disclosure from the media regarding the reason. I call to tell you that the reasons are good. It's a necessary step and it is in the interests of Ghanaians, and such a decision will be taken. Or say, whatever reason we will give for the shutdown is technical, and I want the technical people to explain and communicate appropriately. I can confirm that the decision by management has been carried out. Such decisions are taken to ensure rectification of challenges coming up, and I am sure when parties move together to resolve issues, the appropriate step will be taken to restore. Afenyo Markins. That is what Afenyo Markins told us. Okachere say, yes, in so now they have to turn it off. Technical problems, they are negotiating. The technical people will tell you the disrespect in his tone. Afenyo Markins, and I'm quoting, Afenyo Markins, he is now the leader of the piglets in parliament. You see, Obibe C plant, and that plant was supposed to be maintained. The water flows was supposed to be allowed. They shut it down continuously because the NPP, they don't respect in crime for. Now, what has happened? As we speak, they made sure the plant never worked. Now, go to Teshie, go to Nungua, and go and see the plant. It is sitting there. The plant is rotten. All because NPP4 wanted money, and the people were like, contract have been signed. So they let the plant rot. From 2019, 2021, 22, 23, the NPP ignored that plant. Plant now NDC say Abema Teshie Nungua Fonsuno. Afenyo Markins led his pack. He was the board chair of Ghana Water Company Limited. So you see, interestingly, the Machiavellian tactics NASA started. They are the ones complaining on TV and on radio. NDC4 need to get water for the people of Teshie and Nungua. NDC4, why are they not getting them water? That is what they do. The NDC would solve the problem again. And then these animals in 50 years say and keep them out of power. Now they are back and they are blaming who? They are blaming the same NDC that solved the problem. Say plant. Today, they are foolishly sitting on TV, sitting on radio, and pointing fingers. They came, they did not respect the Ga people, they did not respect the Gamanche. The only people they respect are Santifo, and that is the NPP, because it is a tribal party that was formed in a day, it was formed in a palace. So we are here today, and the question here is, the NDC is your responsibility again. We are back. We are begging you, please solve the water problem. The people of Teshie and Nungua are struggling, Mr. President. If you can put this plan to work, we beg you, as immediately as possible, Mr. President, help put a word in, let it be a priority. The people of Teshie and Nungua voted to bring you back to power because they know you and your government, you listen and you always come to their aid. The government of the day, it is your responsibility to make sure the people of Teshie and Nungua, they get water. Whatever you can do, there are no excuses here. And I am not going to give you any excuse. And I'm not going to cut you a slack. As much as you are under pressure, the people of Teshie, they need water, and they need water now. And we know, we believe that with the leadership of John Mahama and the minister and those in charge, we believe that you people will work something out. Now we know where the problem started from. We know who we can trust and who we cannot. We have made mistakes in the past, and I know in California, they have learned it the hard way. Tonight, as I speak, people are struggling to get just single water in their drums. Mr. President, I know you're out of the country. This should be a priority. Let's put that plant back. Let us put it to work. The company, bring it back, renegotiate, and get the plant working. We need water to survive, to renegotiate. If we don't have water to drink, we will not live the next day to sit around any table to negotiate. The NPP are so foolish that they don't care about human lives. They don't care about we. All that they care about is their tribal people. They don't care about the Ga people. They don't respect the Gamanche. They don't respect the Ga traditional people. They only respect the people who they think are their people. And we need to move away from that part. J.J. Rawlings warned us that the NPP is a dangerous political party. They kill, they destroy, they will change their name, they will come back. And the other TV, Sunni Radio, they are the ones screaming and shouting and pointing fingers. They caused the problem. But because they caused the problem, and also say we have to sit and be screaming and to be blaming, we need to solve. And so the responsibility of the government, Ghana Water Company, to start cracking their brains. They need to find a way to solve this problem. It is very imperative and it's very, very important. You are still watching with all due respect, extended version.
I was for say, while you're in here, Obefi say, Ebia and some Kevin Taylor air cano no crack, but no crack. Bushia in Neti Krumha. Ena a year Ghana areas be in electricity outage. Na NPP 4 Ekotam car power every western region doso edikopi Ashanti region adintra eye otumfo se ni fridge ene ne demu nyoma asay because of dumso ninti omotam car power every western region betwa mu fa Accra edikodu Kumasi Boka over 30 something million for transportation kwa edik ekoy. So yes, near all can ebiana ebinimu entenasi, but the fact is that NPP amanyokuo no ewo obuo edema some region bi ena omonfa obuo emma some regions bi, because as someone Kevin Ekin se no pass one pass senke Ashanti region ena sa asemu isi ya menya sure say NPP fobenya akukudru say yen shutting it down na omo en shorty issue and as menya water problem in see that. Yes, in see that. The only time a bit me see is when it is not in Ashanti region. Yes. Maba abain ed aye a friend saying project and as I can say the contract ama ubi oye on Ghana akabu momoye. Mobile is a problem po ha. Mon problem, they let that problem and I say mon solve our problem no. Say be a bibi na mo isusu say corruption be a wura mo ba bia. Yes, mon rectify our problem so that a year adwuma no de ebekoso akoso. But say koba na say near ebesi bia mfa mo homo de adwuma na more stopping because mu feel say bibi akoso sikasem bia ankoyi amba mo nchen ti na ne mu twam mu shutting it down. Them to obia obinya water problem you don't care mun fa ho di besi agire bia no mo fa ho say mo yes ana then bema amanfo ampa adwene say it is an NPP amanyuko na tribal party nye party a say be meka say a nationalistic party a obia ho ehia ewu so enti ene saa nkrofo yi a omukudi saa adwuma wi betina baabi na omo start so omo criticize aban na aban mansuo atwa ene fa nkosi ba yi mahu social media baabi a omo de atototo ne ho ade a omo de kaseti a mahama aban meanwhile mo no ma criticize backlog no de ato a ene agency problem de aba but as we all know Mahama that we all know is not the complaining type. Once problem no omahuno, I know they will rectify it within a shortest possible time. Because Mahama will not allow some chunk of Ghanaians in Accra say omoto omunya nsu indware inya nsu no aduane nya nsu nya omunyoma all in the name of say party. We mufriha and Mahama would never do that. He will work on it. Abushia. Enti Abushia mesra mo so subscribe to the channel. Hi Pen Dream TV. O subscribe ya eboyen. Let's show o adwenche bi so afato comment section no as a like video na share to other platforms. Pen Dream TV. Edamu yopo.
Dedi kama mamena Pen Dream TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, Pen Dream TV.